Hello, everybody. Dr. Tochi here. I love this, my new. Wait a minute, what just happened? I love this, my new handy dandy computer. I have the option of showing myself in 1080p. So now I need to get my image game on. There are sometimes we do the rich auntie thing, and then sometimes we just don't even care. So, anyway. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Tochi, aka Papa Dr. Tochi, Mama of the men's and the women's. Welcome to today's class on connecting with ancestors. I encourage you to get your drink, your snack, your notebook, and your pen because we're going to have some interesting information we're going to share today. I am aware that I have discussed this topic in other videos, but hopefully we can go a little bit more in depth with today's class with a little bit more information based on questions I have previously received on the other material that I've put out on ancestors. Okay. Good day, Rosemary Ellen. Good day. Hello, Build. Cat K. I love you too. Thank you so much for being so faithful to the community. Cat K. Auntie Mazuba and Joy. Jenny Balker. Thank you for being here. Please remember to give the video class a thumbs up, a like. That lets the YouTube algorithm know that class is in session and to start notifying other members of our community. Because folks be like, I didn't know class was in session. So please give us a thumbs up. The video itself, the class itself, so that folks will know that we are in session. Before we get started, just a quick reminder, we are having our online spiritual wellness retreat next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. It is very affordable. If you are interested in knowing more about fibroids and cancer, I suggest you attend this wellness retreat. And I deliberately made it to be very affordable. Okay. This is going to be online Saturday and Sunday, June the 14th and 15th, for 2 hours each day. And each of the 2 hours is going to be jam-packed with information. So we're not going to be do-daddling or ski-daddling or dippity-dooding. We're going to be sharing a lot of information. It's going to be a lot, okay? And it's going to be uh, almost like drinking out of a water hose. Okay. Hello, Fauzan Slamang. Good to see you. Dr. Mabilets, how are you? Mrs. Lawani, good to see you. Hello, Leonard, George Mutlu. And out of church. Okay, all right. Well, I try to be accommodating as much as I can. Okay. So, um, just a heads up. I've always wondered why this new device I have, it makes me a lot lighter than I am. Because I kept looking at it going, I don't know that I'm this light skinned, but see, so it makes me light skinned. I don't know why. Peekaboo, is the retreat information on your website? I put it on the platforms. I will be putting it on the website today. Thank you for that reminder. But I put it out on all the platforms. And basically, the information is if you want to sign up for it and get registered, just send me an email at contact@tochi.us or send us an email at sales@tochi.us. Okay. I try to make it as easy as possible. Okay, but thanks for the reminder. We actually should have put it on the website. We didn't put it on the website, but that's easily remedied. That would just take 2 minutes to do. Okay. Have a glow today. Yeah, oil of Olay every day. No, 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 no. Just kidding. It's Vaseline. So if you go on YouTube, the retreat information is posted here on YouTube. So if you look at my videos, it's one of the shorts. It's also posted on the YouTube community page, my community page. You'll see the information there. If you go to all my like my Instagram, my TikTok, my what do you call it? Facebook, it's there, and then it's also on Patreon. Greetings to you, Oseronama Oyegwe. Hello, Ms. Real. Uh, glowing with love is Vaseline, Auntie Mizuba. Absolute. No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being light skinned, but you know this conversation around why is it that dark skinned people suddenly become light skinned, bleaching, and all that kind of thing. So I know there's that conversation around that. And I've had conversations. Let me put this politically correctly. Let me put on my Canadian hat. I've had people very recently um, say to me, "Oh, your dark skin reminds me of somebody else." They were light skinned, and they were like, "Your dark skin reminds me of somebody else." Okay, so that can be interpreted a number of ways if you wish to go down that path. You understand? So, um, one could look at that and say, okay, are you saying that you're better than me because you're light skinned, or are you saying that um, I happen to look good for a dark skinned person, or you know what I mean? So, statements like that could be interpreted some kind of way, but I just decided to give the person benefit of the doubt and not even go down that path. Okay. All right. Oh, the Lakeside thing, the background. Yeah. The new Mac OS, they have these really interesting backgrounds you can select, which I think are a lot more interesting than you just seeing the same old thing all the time. You're seeing my living room with my pictures and everything. So I figured this was more exciting. But I'm going to be changing the background at some point to. I think I have some extraterrestrial thing. Like I'm a sci-fi person. I like sci-fi. Okay. So I like all these spirity things and Star Trek things, kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to be downloading some of those backgrounds and then putting it behind me, and you're going to be seeing people from outer space or beings from outer space. Yeah. So I like that kind of thing. Hello, Irene Nabwoba. Our condolences and our sympathies go out to you on the loss of your mother. Irene Nabwoba just shared that her mother passed. So if you have a moment to send some positive energy or prayers her way, she just shared it in the comment section. Hello, Elder Blessings. Okay, so remember to give the class a thumbs up. Okay, you love Star Trek too? Yeah, I'm a Star Trekkie. I would skip classes during my undergrad just to watch Star Trek episodes. Yeah. Okay, so remember to give the class a thumbs up so that more people notify that class is in session. So let's try something new today. let's take a moment to be grounded. If at all it is possible, I encourage you to place your bare feet on the ground. Take a moment to ground yourself and to start calming your breath. Inhale through your nostrils. Exhale through your lips. Inhale through your nostrils. Exhale through your lips. And feel yourself grounded through the earth. Even if you're in a building, feel that groundedness coming up through your bare feet. Feel yourself being anchored into Mother Earth. Feel yourself grounded into the Earth Goddess. I know that majority of us in class today are women, so that should be easy for us to do. Ground into Mother. And as you ground into Mother, you will start feeling a sensation in your body. And that sensation you feel in your body is going to be different for everyone. For some, it will be tingling. For some, it will feel warm, cold, hairs rising, goosebumps. However, it's showing up for you in your body, an energy shift, pressure. If you are grounding, it happens right away. You don't have to wait for it to happen in 30 minutes or 1 hour. Once you start grounding, it happens right away. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and will yourself to be grounded into Mother Earth. Allow yourself to be grounded. Permit yourself to be grounded. If you can hear nature around you, the better. If you're like me in an urban area where you hear the sirens going and cars blaring their horns and so on and so forth, that is also fine. All of that is nature. Inhale and exhale. Give permission to be grounded. Give permission to be grounded. I want us to take a moment to think about the topic we're going to discuss today, connecting with our ancestors. Mother Earth holds, has held, will be holding many of our ancestors for us, and will hold us when it's time for us to become ancestors. So we say thank you to Mother Earth. Thank you for holding our DNA. Thank you for holding our spiritual DNA. Thank you for holding our ancestral DNA. Thank you for holding our ancestral memories. Thank you for holding our ancestral roots. Thank you for permitting the growth of the trees, the lineages that have brought us here today. We're grateful. Inhale and exhale. We inhale and exhale. Since Mother Earth, the great goddess, holds our ancestors, we now allow ourselves to connect to our ancestors. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. As we connect to our ancestors, we permit connection to ancestors who are ready to help us. Those ancestors who are not ready or not yet ready to help us can stand aside. They do not have our permission to connect with us. Only those that are ready to help us, to love us, to guide us, to support us, connect with us, we allow at this time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We call on our female ancestors who wish to guide us and bless us and help us to connect with us at this time. Feel that connection come through your feet and into your body. Inhale and exhale. Be plugged in. we feel the energy, the feminine energy come through our feet, into our bodies, and into our being. Inhale, exhale. At this moment, I invite you to start mentioning the names of all your female ancestors, whether they were related to you by blood or not. Mothers, ancient mothers, who were yours through adoption, through birth, through blood, through community, through spirit, those who loved you, those who love you. And to reach out to those mothers whose names you do not know. Find something you will call them and let them know that this is what you're going to call them each time you need them to be with you. Connect with your mothers now. And if you're feeling a little bit emotional like myself, that is okay. The important thing is to connect with that mother energy that the goddess Earth has so lovingly held for us. We call forth the masculine energies of our fathers, our ancestral fathers, those who have been fathers to us, those that choose to care for us and love us and protect us and guide us, empower us. These are the ones we call forth now to connect with us through our feet into our bodies. Feel the masculine energy rush through your body. Take a moment to recollect and start mentioning the names of all your male ancestors, whether by birth, adoption, community, spiritual, younger, older. Just like your mothers ask your fathers to be present. And if there are some you do not know their names, choose a name for them. And let them know that that's the name by which you will call them. Inhale, exhale. Call forth the ancient ones, the ones who made it possible for us to be here today, the ones who cleared the paths, the ones that fought beasts, the ones that fought wars, the ones that performed trial and error on themselves, trying to figure out what was safe to eat and what is not safe to eat so that we would be here. The ones that gave of themselves so that their descendants would have a chance. The nameless ones, the formless ones, the faceless ones. We connect to you. We connect to the ancestors of the lands where we are right now, especially if we're living in places that are not our own indigenous ancestral lands. Everybody is an indigene somewhere. If you're living somewhere else, you may not be an indigene where you're living, but you're an indigene somewhere else. So we take a moment to connect to the indigenes, the owners of the land. And we give them thanks for giving us permission to be here and on their land. They who did the work so that others could live here. We're grateful. Feel their energy, female and male, feminine and masculine, rise into your body through your feet. We are grateful. Now, take a few minutes to start speaking to all these ancestors who are assembled that you have called forth, who are around you at this time. Take a moment to start speaking to them, speak your hearts to them, start connecting with them, start telling them whatever you want to tell them. If there are apologies to be made, start making those apologies. We are sorry for the ways we have abandoned you. We are sorry for the ways that we have honored the ancestors of others, but not honored you, who are our own ancestors. We apologize. We are sorry for the ways we have neglected you. We apologize for all the times and in all the ways we have fed other ancestors but left you hungry. We apologize for all the times and all the ways that we have given drink to other ancestors but left you thirsty. We are foolish children, and we ask for forgiveness. For all the altars and shrines we have built to the ancestors of others, ignoring you, we are sorry. Forgive us. For all the ways we have vilified you, demonized you, called you names that you didn't deserve, we are sorry. We apologize. We are foolish children. For all the times and ways that we have thought that other people, other things are more important than you, and suffered the consequences of our neglect of you, we are sorry. Forgive us, for we are foolish children. And many of us are suffering from this lack of connection with you. We're sick in our bodies, sick in our minds, and sick in our spirits because we have not connected with you. So for that, we are sorry. We ask for your forgiveness. Use your own words to start speaking to your ancestors. For all the ways that I have not honored you, I am sorry. Please forgive me. For all the ways that I have not remembered you, please forgive me. I am sorry. For all the ways that I have not honored you, please forgive me. I am sorry. For all the ways and times that I have ignored you in my dreams, in my communications, through divinations, through nature, forgive me. I am sorry. I am sorry. For all the times and ways that I have sullied your names, I've not upheld your legacy. I have brought disrepute to your names. I am sorry. Forgive me. I am but a foolish child. Forgive me for thinking that I could do this all by myself. I'm grateful for all the ways you have fought for me, fed me, supported me, counseled me, guided me, acted for me, even when I did not know you were acting for me. I am grateful. Thank you. For the uncountable ways that you love me, I am grateful. I am your child. Even as you discipline me with the right, you comfort me with the left. You cannot cast me away. I am your child. Starting from today, I promise to always remember you, to venerate you, to love you, to like you, to respect you, to acknowledge you, to mention your name, to teach about you, to give you grace, to allow you and help you to be healed, to allow you and help you to find peace. And to those my ancestors who are yet unsettled, who are angry, who are confused, who are contrary, I encourage you to find healing so that I can allow you to come close to me. For the ancestors who hurt me, who dishonored me, who shamed me, humiliated me, embarrassed me, abandoned me, and rejected me, I need time. I need time. And I ask that my spiritual crew heal me, even as you yourself, you get healing for all that you did to me and to others. I may not be able to invite you to be close to me now or to commune with me now. We will see what will happen with time. I give myself permission to heal. I give my ancestors permission to heal me. I give my ancestors permission to guide me. I give my ancestors permission to teach me. I give permission to my ancestors to love me. Ashe, Ise, Kamago, Koza, Lasedi, Mukwande, Ayibobo, Ayenho. It is done. It is complete. It is finished. Ma'at, Amen, Nia. Any agreements to our invocations? Everybody is so quiet. If you agree, let's have your agreement in the comment section. And please remember to give the class a thumbs up so that those who are not notified of the class will be notified. Take a moment to give the class itself a thumbs up, the YouTube class itself a thumbs up. Ashe to you, Rosemary Allen. Ashe to you, Grace L. Ashe to Auntie Mazuba. Ashe to Elder Light. Ashe to Monkey Mabiletsa. Ashe to Zuripenda. Ashe to Rashida. Ashe to Miss Naima. Ashe to Miss Coco Arowolo. Ashe to Trill Senator. Ashe to Michelle Tolbert. Ashe to Peekaboo. Ashe to Mrs. Luani. Ashe to MEP CX. Ashe to Alexander Hemmings. Ashe to Kat Keplu. Ashe to Leonard. Ashe to Anne Kaiga. Okay, I guess that's it. What questions do you have about today's class? Because what we went through in today's class is what is called guide work. There's a practical demo. Ashe to Mahogany Shanae. So, what questions do you have about today's class? Remember, there's an online spiritual wellness retreat next weekend. I'm not sure I understand your question, Ms. Coco Arolo. What do you mean by how often is it recommended for guidance work? I'm not sure what you mean by guidance work. In today's class, I taught today's class through guide work. And by guide work, I mean I guided you through what I would have described in words. So instead of describing it, instead of talking about it, I guided the class through demonstrating how it's done. So I'm not sure what your question means. So maybe if you could clarify. Cat K, any advice on how to fully heal the wounds from the ancestors who abused, mistreated, abandoned you? You just did it. Miss Cat, you just did it. There are some people who focus on ancestral healing, including trauma from ancestral trauma. One person is Dr. Daniel Foor, Foor. You probably want to Google him, and he has a whole website on this. That's what he does, and he's a white man who has been initiated into Ifa and into a number of spiritual traditions. And I will post a video on Patreon for those of you who might be interested, where you hear him talk about ancestral healing, what he, a little bit about what he does, but and what's involved. But I think you'll get more information by going to his website. Okay. But what we did is what I will call the fundamentals. I don't know the details of everything that he does. I think he might be using um, visualizations and certain kinds of rituals for that. Um, if I were to conduct that kind of ceremony, ancestral trauma healing ceremony, I would do it in person, and I would do it outside of America for obvious reasons. Because there's only so much we can do in America, or, out here in the Western world. Or like the indigenous people here would say, there's only so much you can do in Turtle Island. Missouri Panda was concerned as to if I spoke wisely to my ancestors, but now I am sure I was on track when addressing them. Thank you. Yeah, you address them the way that you address me, address you, address the next person. Sometimes people try to make ancestral connection to be complicated. It's not that complicated. Ancestors are a type of spirit guides, and I have videos on ancestors. I think I did one several years ago called "Who Else Is Here with Us," and I talk about ancestors, and then I have other videos on ancestors. So I've done quite a bit of talking lectures on ancestors. And the overwhelming response I get to those talking videos is, but how? How? How do we go about? How do I start? How do I go about it? Remember that if you are going into ancestral veneration, ancestral work, it is not the work of a night. Don't think that, oh, okay, I've done this. Dr. Tochi performed the guide work. I'm going to do that. And then by tomorrow morning, my ancestors are going to come over and have coffee with me. That's not how that works. There are sometimes you will have to be at it for a while because the bridge is non-existent, and that bridge, that spiritual bridge, has to be built. There are some of us who say, yeah, I want to be in touch with my ancestor, I want to be connected with my ancestor, because we think it's sexy, but we're not willing to do the work, and we're not willing to be open-minded and open-spirited for that connection to happen. Some of us just see the spirituality as something sexy. Oh, I'm a spiritual person. And we wear beads and we wear fancy headgear. We put on makeup and all kinds of things because, we want to be recognized a certain way. No, connecting with ancestors is serious work. And there comes a point when, if you are progressing along with your ancestor work, the veneration, the feeding, the connection, there comes a time when your ancestral altar, yes, that fancy ancestral altar that you set up in your house, will become insufficient. There'll come a time when it will become insufficient. Okay, Miss Mabiletsa, you're very correct. Can be duplicated, and it should be duplicated. It should be duplicated. The revolutionary queen, Tokozani, it should be duplicated. Sometimes people are like, well, why aren't you doing all these videos demonstrating this, demonstrating this, demonstrating that? And sometimes I slow down on the demonstration videos because people will hear what I say is required. They will see me demonstrate something, but they will want to twist it around to their own purposes and want me to co-sign to that and sanction that. I might remember, I have videos on cleansings and things of that nature, and I will say use a lime or lemon. Somebody will come back and say to me, I don't have a lime, I don't have a lemon, can I use an apple? If your recipe called for sugar and you did not have sugar at home, would you substitute with salt? Okay. So after a while, it gets tiring because you will say, this is how this ritual is done, this is how this thing is done, and somebody will come in, they don't want to do what was asked, they want to do what they want to do, and then they want you to say, oh yeah, yeah, you can do that if it resonates with you, if it feels good to you, if it settles in your spirit. I don't do that. If you want to do what resonates with you, if you want to do what you want to do, don't bother me. It's that simple. Don't bother me. Don't be writing me. Don't be asking my opinion. If you have determined in your mind that you're going to do what you want to do, don't involve me in it. Okay. All right. So Thank you again. Any more questions before I escape? All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming to class. Today's class is typical of what I would do with advanced members, those in the apprentice plus level. Okay. And usually, when we do these kinds of things, have these kinds of classes, they get assignments. Okay. They get assignments, and there's penalties for not getting the assignment done right. Peekaboo, what happens when the ancestral altar becomes insufficient? Then you will construct that which is sufficient, or you will go to a place that can contain what you're doing and what you need to do. But it's a process. I know people want to see that. Oh, I want to see, start from where you are now and you'll be led. Start from where you are and you will be led. Okay, don't worry about it. Start from where you are and you will be led, and you will discover things. Okay, don't just take my word for it. I want you to go through the experience. Okay, we're thankful to our creator, our guardian spirits, our ancestors, and our spirit guides for today's class. May it not be wasted in our consciousness. Ashe. Isay, Kamagata Koza Lasedi Mukwande. Ayubaba, it is done, it is finished. Inyenho. Amen. Ma'at. Remember, the online spiritual wellness retreat is next weekend. I've posted it on multiple platforms. I encourage you to attend if you're interested in learning more about fibroids and cancer, and to share it with anyone else you think might need it. Advanced member class is next weekend. Wealth presentation is next month. Love you all.